And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Opening Night Trivia, the show that asks the questions. My name is Alex, and with me, taking a break from watching WrestleMania Night 1 and probably every other show that is ever going to happen, is Nico Rigoli. Nico, how are you?
I'm good. I'm still a little bummed that I cannot call myself the champion of this division, but I've dealt with worse losses, or losses that were just as bad, and I've come back stronger from them before, and I'll do the same with this one. Yes, it is, as we're taping this, WrestleMania Night 1 is literally 30 minutes away from happening. So if I go, holy shit, or make some sort of big face, it means something incredibly awesome has happened or something terrible has happened. So you might be getting my live reaction to something awful or amazing, depending on how things go. Will that something awful or amazing be related to this match between our competitors here tonight? The returning Dominic Rizzi, hoping to make up some ground after having a rough go of things in the inaugural Geek Championship tournament here. He is taking on
Brittani
Tapley, who is making her debut tonight after having some successes in the Geek Cup Challenge matches.
Of course, Dom, the former fan of singles champion. That is impressive in its own right. Brittani just coming up is her rookie year, I believe, and we wish her, of course, all the best luck. But that's about all we have to think. We're going to go to what the competitors think, because really, who cares about us?
Hi, so I'm Brittani. I'm really excited for my first match. I've been studying pretty hard. I feel very confident in everything I know. And I've seen Dominic play. He's a pretty good competitor, so I'm pretty sure this will be a good match. But I'm just really excited to see how this goes, and just looking forward to get my first match done.
Oh, thank God I didn't have to go first. I was about to be like, oh man, because I haven't played in a while, so I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to still actually being able to compete in trivia. I'm representing the Troy and Abed in the morning league, because that's the only league that anyone should be a part of. And I'm just happy to play, and I'm happy to play absolutely anyone, including Brittani, who I can't wait to see how she competes. She's a new one, and I look forward to fighting with new blood, if you will. So let the battle commence.
Well, I think the consensus is let them fight. Who am I to say otherwise? Nico, if you don't mind, will you handle the introductions?
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is 3 rounds in the opening night Trivia League Geek Division. Introducing first, making her debut tonight, she is Brittani Tapley.
Hi.
Hello. And her opponent, with a record of 0 victories, 1 defeat, he is the former Multiplex Entertainment Fandom Fights champion of the world, Dominic Rizzi.
Wonderfully done. Of course. Well, I guess now I have to work. All right, it is time for round number 1. In round number 1, we're asking you 10 questions from 10 different categories of what we here at Onto Geek have determined to be geek. You'll have around 15 seconds or about the time it takes to finish a joke to write down your best attempt at an answer. We'll be then calling you by name to reveal your answers on those fancy whiteboards you have in front of you. If your answer is correct, we'll give you a point. If it's incorrect, you won't lose any points, but you won't get any either. I'd like to also remind the competitors that they each have 3 usages of a repeat as well as a challenge should we need it. I hope we don't. I think this was tested. I didn't do it, so I don't know. Are there any questions from the field?
No.
All right, there should have been, because if you get all 10 questions, you do in fact get the bonus question for an attempt at 1 more point. David isn't here to make that joke with me. I don't know if Nico remembered it. So question number 1.
Actually, can I read this one, please? Can I do the odds?
Sure.
Okay. Folks, your first question comes in the category that really fucked me over in the title match. Mixed bag. And your question is, who plays Judge Barbara Hershey, Dredd's closest ally, in 1995's Judge Dredd?
Now you say it fucked you over. I thought you did fine. It was just, mixed bag.
I prepared for so many movies that did not get asked in that match, and it made me sad.
Which one did you? What was your?
I watched Condor Man.
5. Oh, 4.
I actually enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars.
1. Okay, great. I still haven't seen it. Pens are down. We'll start with Dom.
Diane Lane.
Brittany.
Yep, Diane Lane.
That's correct. All right. Second question will come from the category of Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what animal does Neville Longbottom own as a pet?
Do you have any pets, or have you had any pets?
I used to.
Okay, you're not being specific as to what they were, or why they
mean,
you don't
I've
have
had-
them anymore. So
No, I've had dogs, cats. Can't really. I think the only pet I don't understand is like birds. Bird people.
oh, my mom's in a war with birds right now. They keep trying to build a nest outside on our porch.
I hope she wins.
So not a fan of
rooting
Bird
for the-
Person from Rick
I'm
and
rooting
Morty.
for the birds. Anyway,
I actually
5,
don't care for Rick and
4,
Morty at all.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brittany.
I put frog.
Dom.
It's a toad.
Oh, yeah.
Toad is the correct answer. There's a difference.
Yeah, I had it and switched it.
It's all good. All good. Your third question comes in the category of Detective Comics. DC. Boy, are they in hot water right now. Anyway, your question is, which DC film features characters such as Chucky Soul, Arthur Reeves, and Andrea Beaumont?
This is the geek test that I use when I'm arguing with someone online. If they say DC Comics, I know they kind of don't know what they're talking about because they literally just said Detective Comics.
It's like when you say ATM machine. It's like the word machine is in the acronym.
You're wrong. Good day, sir. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. Dom.
The Kitchen.
We'll go to Brittany.
Put Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Batman
is
Mask of the Phantasm is correct.
That's right. Damn.
Great pull. No perfect rounds here today. We are back to a tie game. Which brings us to Marvel films. What U.S. city does Hulk flee to after escaping the military base in 2003's Hulk?
I've made several jokes about the city's inclusion in various movies.
Yeah. Say, Nico, are there any WrestleMania predictions you want to hit us with? So you could say that you were smart after the fact?
I'm predicting one match will happen before Rain may or may not completely cancel the whole show. How
Great.
ironic that the one with the pirate ship is the one that gets plagued by a storm.
Your best tweet ever. 5, 4.
I'm going to take a repeat.
All right. First repeat. Once again from the category of Marvel. What U.S. city does Hulk flee to after escaping the military base in 2003's Hulk?
I also predict that if Shane McMahon somehow wins against Braun Strowman will never be able to show his face in wrestling again.
Yeah. Sorry, Braun. I actually feel sorry for anybody that has to like get hit with the weird punches of Shane McMahon and go, ow, 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 ow. All right, we'll go 5, 3.
Such a weird family, the McMahons.
Yep, actually, I agree. Pens are down. We'll start with Brittany.
San Francisco.
Over to Dom.
San Francisco.
Both correct.
They always show San Francisco's one road in every movie. Anyway, category number 5 is Middle Earth. The place with hairy, short people and cool food. Anyway, in the desolation of Smaug, what is the name of the forest the company becomes lost in, resulting in their capture by elves?
Would you, if you were just broadly attracted to any of them, which member of the McMahons would you? Which one of them seems the most normal?
Honestly, Triple H.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah.
He doesn't share their gene pool, so he's kind of like he's
I
definitely the
broadly-
most normal out of all of them.
I broadly agree with you. He does still look like a bumpy hot dog. All right. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why did I say that? Pens are down. We'll start with Dom.
Mark Wood.
And Brittany?
Mirkwood.
Mirkwood is correct.
Oh, dear God.
All right, sixth question. We go now to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. What is the name of the Kree homeworld in Captain Marvel? I'd like to apologize to the McMahons for that previous joke. I myself do say that I am built like a melting candle. So I completely understand.
I'm still waiting for Andrew Yang to sue their asses.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen. That's a Twitter beef exclusively. Sorry, Nico. I know you really wanted the hot deets on the McMahon line.
I just want a union.
4,
they deserve
3,
better.
2, 1. No healthcare for you. Pens are down. We start with Brittany.
Holla.
And Dom?
Holla.
Holla if you hear me.
Boo.
It was there. It was there. Anyway, speaking of quotes, that's your next category. Which Middle-earth character says the line, "I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor"?
Excellent line read.
Thank you. I was afraid I was going to screw up at least one word in this because it's a Middle-earth quote.
You did, but I want you to know that usually I have David with me. And it's just syllables everywhere. More than once. I think usually from you. Someone's like, could a different person repeat that?
It's pretty much always me because I can't understand accents.
Well, I would tell you to be more worldly, but you wouldn't listen. We'll go 5.
I've met plenty of Scottish people, and I can't understand them when they're standing right in front of me.
1. Pens are down. That's enough out of you. Dom.
Gandalf.
And Brittany.
I also had Gandalf.
And you would both be correct. All right. That will bring us to your 8th question, and that will come from the DCEU. What is the real name of Black Manta in Aquaman? For this one, I could say that just the first name is okay. Can we see the dog, Nico? Nico, can we see the dog?
She walked away.
Ah.
I was afraid you were going to bring out that liquor. I was afraid you were going to bring out that liquor bottle again when I brought this out.
Oh, you mean this liquor bottle?
God damn it.
Sorry, I just saw Minari in theaters, and it was awesome, but it made me sad. All right, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. Brittany?
I think I have the father. I put Jesse Kane.
Over to Dom.
That was way off. I put Carl.
Speaking just from a first letter perspective, I think Dom was closer. We're looking for David.
David. Okay.
But you did have the correct last name. So good on you, Brittany. There are apparently a lot of DC characters with the last name Kane.
Yes.
Anyway. Category number 9, your penultimate category is in Star Trek. And your question is, which Star Trek film was composed by Dennis McCarthy?
Dennis the Menace, of course. An awful movie. Star Trek, of course, fine as a franchise.
I think I've actually seen Dennis the Menace. I don't remember anything that happened in it, but I've seen it.
It's remarkably awful.
I think you're right. From what I remember, I think you're right.
Yep. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And repeats. The pens are down. Dom.
Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier.
Over to Brittany.
I put Star Trek Generations.
Star Trek Generations is the correct answer.
Brittany takes the lead with the score of 7-6 as we get into the final question, read by Mr. Frost over here.
I have a real last name, but your 10th question will come from the category of Star Wars. In Attack of the Clones, which Jedi approaches Count Dooku on Geonosis and holds a lightsaber to Jango Fett's neck?
Honestly, I've known you as Gothfather or Alex Frost for so long that I keep forgetting you have a different last name.
It's really my fault. Alex Frost is a real person. Who I asked one time because I really liked her last name if I could use that if I ever became like a pro wrestling manager, and she said, "Sure." And so I ran with it. I ran with it.
She's just like, yeah, okay, go for it.
She has not ever seen any of these videos, and I'm not inclined to show her. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the final time. We will go to Brittany.
I think it's Mace Windu.
Over to Dom.
Yeah, Mace Windu.
Yep, both correct. All right. So with that, at the end of round number 1, Brittany has a 1-point lead over Dom. Well done by both players. We go now to round number 2. In round number 2, we have chosen for these wonderful competitors 3 categories. Each of them will choose a category and be asked 5 questions worth 2 points. They can, of course, check down to multiple choice to make the value exactly 1 point. Keep in mind that Dom still has all 3 of his repeats. Brittany did use 1. The challenges are still in play. Brittany, you are in the lead, so you do get to choose whether you want to choose first or second, as well as if you want to be answering your questions first or second.
Oh, so I can choose both?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll choose first and go second.
All right. So once again, your categories for today are the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, the DCEU, and DC.
I'll take the MCU, please.
All right. And Dom, that leaves you with DCEU and DC.
DCEU.
All right. So we will be saving DC movies for round 3 should we need to get there. I believe we're going to start with Dom for this round. Nico, if you don't mind taking the DCEU questions.
Sure. Mr. Rizzi, your first question in the DC Extended Universe, or whatever the hell they're calling it these days. In Suicide Squad, which member of the team is killed after they try escaping in Midway City?
Slipknot.
Correct. For 2 points. I was going to make a joke about the band, and then I blanked, so I just figured I'd move on. Your second question. In Wonder Woman, what job does Etta Candy have when working for Steve?
I'll go multiple choice for the specific term. I'll know when I hear it.
Okay. Just needed to check something. Is it A, aide, B, assistant, C, receptionist, or D, secretary?
God damn. Those are really specific. Let me hear the options one more time.
Sure, but keep both your hands on screen, please, as I read these again. A, aide, B, assistant, C, receptionist, or D, secretary?
B, final answer.
Brittany, you have a chance to steal for 1 point. Alex, do I read the question again as well as the options?
No, just the options.
Okay, your options one last time are A, aide, B, assistant, C, receptionist, or D, secretary?
I think it's D, secretary.
D, secretary is correct for a 1 point steal. All right, Dom. Your third question. In Aquaman, what sea creature scares the bullies at the aquarium when they pick on Arthur as a child?
A shark.
Baby shark, do. You get 2 points, do. I'm going to move on now before Alex kills me. Your penultimate question in this category. In Shazam, how does Savannah kill his brother in the Savannah Industries boardroom?
He's multiple choice.
Is it A, unleashes greed on him, B, throws him out a window, C, snaps his neck, or D, strangles him?
Throws him out a window.
We also would have accepted yeets him out a window, but yes, you are correct for 1 point.
All right, cool.
Alex is really regretting having me as a co-host right now. Your
I had no
final
choice.
question. Your final question in this category of DCEU. In the post-credits scene of Birds of Prey, Harley says she has a big secret to tell about which member of the Justice League?
Batman.
2 points.
A pretty good round for Dom. Finds himself with the lead, 14-9.
I
Brittani.
saw that movie in theaters.
Same. I also did.
We now go over to Brittani for 5 questions in the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU. Brittani, your first question. In Thor: The Dark World, what is the name of the universal event that Malekith plans to use the ether during?
The Convergence.
That's 2 points. All right, closing the gap. In what MCU film will you find an object called the Regeneration Cradle?
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
It's another 2 points. All right, third question. Possibility of a lead switch here. Who directed Doctor Strange?
Scott Derrickson.
That's correct for 2. All right, fourth question. What is the name of Scott's best friend in the Ant-Man films played by Michael Pena?
Louise.
2 points. And your fifth question for a clean sweep of MCU. In Captain America, the First Avenger, who finds the Tesseract in the ocean at the end of the film?
Howard Stark.
That's 2 points on the board and a perfect round number 2 for Brittani. Well done. All right, at the end. Yep, at the end of round number 2, Brittani is in a pretty good lead, 19-14. Still anybody's game. We do now go to the third round, where this lonely category left and forgotten by these two comes back to bite. They will each potentially have to answer a 2, a 3, and a 5-point question to decide who is going to win this match. Of course, we go now back to DC movies. Brittani, you are in the lead. You do get to decide. Would you like set 1 or set 2?
I'll do set 2.
All right. Set 1 for Dom. All right. Nico, once again, if you don't mind reading Dom his questions.
Those are the ones highlighted in white, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Dom, again, let me see your hands on screen, please. Your 2-pointer in the category of DC is: who plays Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight?
Aaron Eckhart.
Correct for 2 points. But
right,
you're still behind.
Yep, still needs to hit the 3 to send it back.
Yep. So, your 3-pointer in this category. In Superman 3, what kind of facility does Clark save from a fire when he and Jimmy Olsen are headed to Smallville?
A factory.
That is not what we have. We have a chemical plant.
A chemical plant is technically a factory, but like, did I have to get the specific answer? Is that why I miss out on it?
Alex?
I have to get the specific answer, right? So yeah. I don't have a challenge here.
You know what? The question does say, once again, in Superman 3, what kind of facility?
It is technically a factory. I'm just not specific. A chemical plant is still technically a factory.
All right, so I'm gonna take this as using your challenge.
Yes, I will. Okay, and if you'll accept it, as a legal challenge,
I will accept challenge on pretty much.
Then I will challenge on that.
So we are back from the challenge, and what we have determined is that a few things here. Nico went in a little bit too early with the correct answer, as well as we didn't ask for a specific enough answer. Factory is technically what it is. What we were looking for is chemical plant. What we've decided here is that because of the weirdness of the question, we're just gonna go ahead and ask Dom a new question, once again worth 3 points. Nico, if you don't mind taking it away.
Sure. All right. From the same movie, in Superman 3, on what famous landmark is the supercomputer located that Gus Gorman asks for?
We're gonna go 5, 4.
Repeat.
Yeah.
as your first repeat, as I ask this question again for 3 points, in Superman 3, on what famous landmark is the supercomputer located that Gus Gorman asks for?
Mount Rushmore.
That is incorrect. We have the Grand Canyon.
Oh.
All right. So now we come to the moment Dom will need to hit his 5-point question to send it back to Brittany, as well as avoid the TKO.
Okay, and Dom, your 5-pointer in DC. I don't know if you're going to like this question. We'll see in just a moment. What is the name of the woman who teaches patients about the history of cat-like powers in Catwoman?
And for this one, we need a full name, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this match is yours then, Brittany, because I only know the actress's name, so that my answer in this case is Frances Conroy, because I don't care at all about what her character's name is.
All right.
I'm surrendering this match politely, but
And
I'll do it with dignity.
your winner, Brittany Tapley.
Tapley will win this match by TKO. Well done. It's all right. We'll go over it.
That was really funny.
I want to hear the answer, though. I do want to hear what the answer
It's
is.
Ophelia Powers, isn't it?
Ophelia
It is.
Powers
Oh
is,
my
is
God.
the correct answer.
What? That's awful.
Yep, well done. It's an awful movie. I'm sorry to have hit you with that question. Wow, great match. Well done by both players. We're going to talk to him here in a second. I think we will be starting with Brittany. Congratulations.
Thank you.
First one's out of the way. I know you had a match over at Fandom. That was also quite impressive. This one here at Ontel, very impressive. TKOing a very, very tough player. Talk to me about MCU, because that was an amazing round in a category that some people I think have a little bit of trouble with.
I love the MCU. I can watch pretty much any movie anytime. Like me and my fiance have it on all the time, and he kind of we talk about the little things, the little details and stuff. So I know it well, but I also love it. So I'll always probably do pretty good at it, I think.
All right. Well, I don't know exactly when this match will be scheduled, hopefully very soon, but I know for a fact that I know who your next opponent is going to be.
Okay.
You will be playing, where is my crown? You'll be playing Caleb Coho next.
Okay.
And he is coming off of an unfortunate loss. Should be an amazing match. Now I think that we know that one of the things at least you're strong in. I think that you two, are going to match up really, really well. I'm really excited. Nico, any questions for Brittany?
First off, sorry that I got your last name wrong. I was so worried about screwing it up in the beginning, and I got it right, and then I just completely blow it at the end. I'm so sorry about that.
No worries. I had a good laugh.
But this was a really strong debut performance here. You just beat a Phantom Fights champion, and I mean, part of me wonders how you would have done had you been in the inaugural title tournament. You probably would have gone pretty far with if you had performances like this the whole way through. So I guess my only question for you is, how do you feel now that your next match is going to be against my manager?
I don't know. He's really good, so I feel I'm gonna have to study a little bit. But I'm excited to play him, though. I think it'll be a really good match.
I look forward to seeing that match. I look forward to helping my manager with his preparation for it. No offense, Kingsman for life. But excellent performance, excellent debut, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yep. Kingsman for life. And we are right back here with Dom. Dom, it didn't go your way, unfortunately, here today. DCEU as well as DC, unfortunately, got a little bit of the better of you. Impressive first round. Pretty good job navigating DCEU, but that third round just didn't happen. How do you feel?
The match was over the minute that you got MCU and had a 5-point lead. I mean, look, 2021 just hasn't been kind to me trivia-wise, but I don't care. Just whenever I can show up and play, I'm there, because I know I'm getting precious few more chances of that now throughout the year. So I'll take what I can get as far as going from quite literally top to bottom in the course of a month.
Well, I mean, you still, the the points you put up is still, for what the questions were, we're still quite impressive. We still, love to have you as often as we can schedule you. I know we kind of put you on the back burner here, but we hope to have you back real soon. You're 0-2, so this does not necessarily eliminate you from competition. You'll probably be playing one of the people coming out of the GCCs, and there's some pretty decent talent, if I do say so myself, trying to come up out of those. So we'll probably see you a bit sooner than you might think. Nico, any questions for
Dom? First off, I feel you on your pain of 2021 not being kind to you, because I've been in your shoes lately of like, where did all my momentum that I had at the end of last year suddenly go? It's got thrown out the window by some random gust of wind. I don't know. So I get your frustrations. I get where you're coming from. You're concerned about like, when is my next match going to be if I still have any coming up? Because like wins and losses do matter in the grand scheme of things. So I guess my question for you is, what are you going to do to prepare to make sure that like your next match won't be your last one that's at least guaranteed?
Do what I always do. It's what I say at the end of my podcast. Watch more fucking movies.
Plug your podcast. Oh my God, plug your podcast.
Oh yeah, Talking TV podcast, Facebook and Instagram. Follow it, subscribe to it on YouTube. It's not hard to find. We have very bright neon logos. We got a lot of stuff happening. So,
all right. So yeah, once again, Dom, sorry for the loss, but we'll be seeing you here hopefully really, really soon. All right.
All right. Peace out, gentlemen.
Nico, another one in the books. You're at the top of this division right now. Just one person above you, I think. And I gotta say that the view from the top must be getting really, really scary. There's a lot of scary people making their way up and coming. What do you think?
Dude, if I'm still at the top after the performance I had against Joe, then there must be a gigantic mountain that so like because I felt like I fell pretty far after that last match, and seeing the way Brittani played today, seeing the way Dom played today, even in defeat, it's like, truly, how high above am I of these people? I don't feel like I'm that far above them in the grand scheme of things, because they keep playing lights out. And yeah, so Brittani is someone to definitely watch out for in the future. She definitely has the dedication, and she definitely has the natural knowledge as is. So you put the hard work and the natural talent together, and you get a monster. That's the one thing BJ Penn never learned when he was a fighter, is like put down the cheeseburgers and work on your nutrition a little bit, and your skills will show better. I don't know if this analogy is translating well for a trivia environment. WrestleMania is literally starting right now, so.
All right. Well, I can say this. Some movie chains do in fact sell cheeseburgers, so the analogy does not work. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Nico, you're the only one that I think would make a BJ Penn reference besides me anywhere near the fan leagues. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for coming out. I do realize WrestleMania is starting, so we have to get you out of here. We have to get me out of here. I need a nap. So for everybody here, for David in the back, for me, for Nico, for Dom, and for today's winner, Brittani, this has been Opening Night Trivia. This has been The Geeks, and we will see you next time. Bye.